So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games, and with the release of this special edition we got 2 new cards, 4 Goukis, which really helps the power plays of the pure variant. As you can see, we got a new Link 4, which the OCGs had for months, like maybe years, like pretty much not too long after Goukis came officially. Like, they got this card, Destroyer Ogre. We finally got it, and we also got one main deck monster, which you'll see later on, which really does boost the power plays of this deck in terms of getting in those massive damages with your giant ogre. But before I even start this profile, please give us a like down below. It really helps the consistency of our videos getting to you guys via the YouTube algorithm or whatever happens with our videos. But also don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. So starting off with the free Gouki Super X, you gotta have free Super X. If you're not playing free Super X, I don't know what you want your Gouki deck to do. Like, Super X is just so good. I wish we had either a rotor for this deck or more cards like Super X. I just wish we did. But we also have the free Twist Cobras. I always like Twist Cobra just because it does help push for damage, especially in the pure variant, which is really what you want your Gouki deck to do. Then we played 3 copies of Headbat. This is kind of like your play when you don't have Super X. You use Headbat to get the additional monster on board. You either go to your Jet Ogre or your Isolde and just push for plays. Then we have the 2 Vice Scorpios and the 1 Bear Hug for the higher level ones. I play multiple Vice Scorpios just because it is a normal summon without needing to tribute just on its own, but Bear Hug is there for the optional play of reducing your opponent's monster. Also, it's more cards that just have the effect of when this goes to graveyard from field, search a Gouki card. Like, you want to have as many of those as possible to get your consistency going. If there's one thing that Gouki does well, it is do the grind game. 2 copies of Octo Stretch. I always like 2 copies, 1 for protection and 1 for your Isolde. And then we have 3 copies of the new Gouki Guts. I am proxying 2 of them at the moment just because they are new and I haven't got 2 more copies yet. But thank you, Dale, for the first Gouki Guts. So what this card does is that he's a level 1 warrior with 800 attack and a 0 defense. This defense position card cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only use each of the following effects of Gouki Guts once per turn. During your main phase, you can make all Gouki monsters you control gain 200 attack. And if this card is sent from the field to graveyard, you can add 1 Gouki card from your deck to your hand except Gouki Guts. So this card's really good because it combos very well with your Giant Ogre, which when Giant Ogre's attack is different from its original, it gains 1000 attack. So you can literally go get the Gouki Guts on board, use Gouki Guts, make Giant Ogre gain 200 to 32, then he gains an additional 1000 to become 42. Like, the guy can literally just punch over anything that you're dealing with, and Gouki Guts helps you do that. It also enables you to play additional cards in deck if you want to, so things like 1 for 1 you can play, because then you now have 6 level 1s that you can play, just because I do play the 1 Gouki Ring Trainer as well. So you have additional ways to get 2 monsters on board, or help you to get 2 monsters on board to start going off with your Link plays. Then I played 2 copies of Super Quantum Red Layer and the 1 Junk Forward. This ratio can be whatever you want. I just really like the red layer just because it does have higher attack damage, so if you needed to get that additional damage in, red layer helps you with that, but Junk Forward is equally as good. And then to round up the warriors, I do play the Neo Space package still, just because a lot of your first turn plays do rely on the Isolde still, so being able to just have literally 1 card to get into Isolde, while also being able to check your opponent's hand for cards that may hurt you, and just whip out those Ghost Girls out your opponent's hand. I would say all hand traps, but I don't think Nibiru gets killed by an Aqua Dolphin. Then we play the one Prankratops because this is primarily a go second deck. Because it's just literally punch you in the face, go for game. And Prankratops helps you do that. And I do play 3 copies of Effect Veiler, but this can be any hand trap that you want. I just like Effect Veiler in this deck. Moving on to spells, we play the one Rotor and the 3 copies of Rematch. Rotor helps you search your cards like Super X, and Rematch just literally helps you in the grinding games. A lot of players go for 2. I can understand that in somewhat, but I just personally really like 3. I always need the 3rd one. I always like having the 3rd one there. Whether I use it or not, I just like to have it in my hand, so if the option does arrive, it's good for that. I do play 3 equips in the forms of 1 Living Fossil, 1 Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, and 1 Moon Mirror Shield. Just all really good equip cards. Revival card just helps you with the nightmares, and also Moon Mirror Shield just helps your other monsters just be over anything. And then to round up the main deck, I do play 1 Solemn Warning, 2 Strikes, and 1 Phantom Knights of Shade Brigading. Just helps you go into your result and just general negation. One card that you can put in here is Pot of Avarice. I should probably put one in here. I think when I had this deck made, I didn't have any spares, so there's that. But Pot of Avarice is really good in this deck as well, just because you run through your deck very quickly, just because pretty much all your Gokis say search your Goki when it goes to grave. So being able to just shuffle them all back into the deck can just really, again, help you in the grind game. Moving on to the extra deck, we have one of the new Gouki Destroyer Ogre. So what this card does is that it takes 2+ Gouki monsters. The first time each monster this card points to would be destroyed by battle. Each turn it is not destroyed. During your main phase you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Gouki monsters. Also opponent special summons 1 or 2 monsters from the graveyard. Then you can special summon up to that many non-link Gouki monsters from your graveyard to a zone or zones this card points to. You can only use this effect of Gouki Destroyer Ogre once per turn. He has ball load arrows, so left, left, bottom, right. 2800 attack, so this card can just do a lot of extension if you want to. You can make this, use this effect, get 2 Gokis back. Yeah, your opponent gets something, but you're literally just going to kill them anyway. So they're not really going to reap the benefits of that. It may protect the life points, but that's pretty much it. But you can make a lot of plays after that. Then we play the one Gouki Giant Ogre. It's pretty much the one that's going to get you most of your wins, just because it's pretty much near unkillable. It's going to be really hard for your opponent to get over this. And again, comboing with Guts, altering its attack points and Phoenix Blade as well, and things like that. Giant Ogre is going to swing in for massive damage. This with Moon Mirror Shield is disgusting. It's like Moon Mirror Shield is going to make you 100 points higher than that. And since if its attack gets old, it's going to gain an additional 1000. So Giant Ogres with Moon Mirror Shield is just insane. Master Ogre is the one that you make going first if you have to go first, because this is your effect negation in the deck. Then for the last of the Link 4s we're playing is 1 Zero Boss. The Gouki deck can do the Orcus play where you make Zero Boss and then you have a level 1 underneath it. Then come your opponent's turn, once they get into that prime position you can go, okay, Link Karibo Engrave, tribute level 1, summon Zero Boss zones, and Zero Boss just banishes everything. For your Link 3s, we're playing the one Great Ogre, Thunder Ogre, and Blade Ogre, and Triple Burst Dragon. These are Link 3s I play. Great Ogre is like your honorary sort of boss monster, Link 4, you could say. Thunder Ogre is your extension. Blade Ogre is an additional beat stick for the deck, and Triple Burst is a beat stick and negation during the battle. For your Link 2s is the 2 Jet Ogres and 2 Resolves, along with a Nightmare, Cerberus, and Phoenix. Jet Ogre's the Link 2 that you make the most, though you could probably take one of these cards out for a Shadow Ogre. Shadow Ogre can do pretty good extension plays, being able to negate something that it points to and then revive a Gouki Link in graveyard. So if your Link 4 gets outed, you can go Shadow Ogre, then trigger Shadow Ogre to negate your own card, then revive your Link monster back. Isolde, you play 2 of it just because if one gets stopped you have a second one option, and the Nightmares are Nightmares. And to round up the extra deck is the one Link Karibo. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is actually a pretty good deck in the format at the moment. just because not many decks can get over a Giant Ogre. Like, if you can get him out, you're in a pretty good spot. So if you have this deck lying around, it's very cheap, very budget. Give it a shot at your locals. Like, I can pretty much guarantee you'll do pretty well with it, so long as you know the ins and outs of it. So playtest, see how it suits your playstyle, build it to your playstyle, and have a lot of fun. So, as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.